Welcome back to the Buckle Kings Premier League podcast.
Welcome back, guys.
How's it going?
Oh, it's been a great week for me.
It's been
a good
week.
weekend.
But we'll start off with the first game. Let's get right into it.
Yes, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Palace at home to Brighton Hove and Albion.
Surprise. This was a surprise result.
Yeah, it was. I
Because,
didn't expect this result at all.
Everyone was expecting Crystal Palace to
to easily
win
sweep
it
them
comfortably.
over.
To win it, I don't know about comfortably, but to win it at
Yeah,
least.
comfortably.
There's a few iffy results.
Yeah, but
That
this is
happened
Crystal
this
Palace
week.
at home.
A few
That weren't
iffy
expected.
refereeing decisions as well.
Yeah, this wasn't any of those though.
Nah, this one wasn't.
This was an upset to talk about.
Because Brighton's in bad form and Crystal Palace at home, and they've been playing well.
Yeah, but this is like a rough match though. There was like a huge slide take in the first couple of minutes.
Oh,
and that set the tone
that
for
could
the
have been
match.
a red.
That should have been a red, actually. That's actually a bad
and
call.
that set the tone, and then from there on was
That
just
happened
like
in
a
the
rough
first
play.
30 seconds or something.
Yeah, it was a crazy one.
Yeah, that was bad.
Yeah.
That was bad. Would have been
But
off.
I think when Brighton first scored, it was like against the run of play in that first kind of 20 minutes or so. Crystal Palace had most of the ball and stuff.
Yeah.
And then from there on, it was like pretty even game, like in terms of Crystal Palace was still dominating possession and chances and all that sort of stuff, but it never looked like Brighton.
But Brighton always let the other team do that, though. They're like really comfortable sitting back deep and letting the opposition control the game, and then they just hit you in the counter. That's how they get there. Like
Brighton's first goal was a gift.
Yeah,
It was bad defending.
yeah, it was.
He was can't remember the centre back. He's just trying to head it back, and he kind of just like completely misses it. And Murray just runs through. Good finish by Murray.
Yeah,
It's a good finish.
yeah, it's a striker's finish.
Remember last week you were saying how if Murray doesn't score, then we got no goals. Well, he scored twice now. Once. Oh yeah, that's right. The second goal was a cracker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was cracker from knockout.
Yeah.
And the
Goal of the week.
commentator was like, because I watched it, and he's like, this could be Knockout's last bit of play. He's about to get substituted off, and then I think Knockout must have heard it or something.
It
He's just
happens
like,
more often than not.
bang, right into the top corner.
Player must see a movement on the bench. They have an inkling, an idea of, this could be me.
Yep.
And it's like, better do something here.
Yeah, it's probably like, this
Same
is my last
same
shot.
with like the reverse. Players who just come on, it's like the first thing they'll do is shoot and score.
If
It
it's
happens
a-
so often.
if it's happening like right at their end.
Yeah, they come
goal
on
mouth,
like a
yeah.
corner or something.
It happened.
I think that's what happened with Watford.
That's right.
Yeah, Dini and
Delafeu.
Dini just came on the field.
When they
and
came
he's-
on.
That was just a ridiculous game. We'll get to that. Can't believe they were on the bench, but whatever.
Yeah,
We'll come to that.
Next game. Cardiff West Ham. That's another shock.
yeah.
Even though
This-
I
Cardiff
don't know,
is at
man.
home,
This is like we've said this all season about West Ham. It's a shock. It's a shock. They're just
like if
weird
you're gonna put
results
bets
all
on, you
over
can
the
never put a
backboard.
bet on the West Ham game.
You know what's crazy?
You never know what's
I
going to
totally agree. You
Crazy
cannot,
position as well.
You can never predict this West Ham team.
No.
but it's not just West Ham. It's Cardiff too.
But
No,
Cardiff.
more so like West Ham.
It's like both of them.
Nah, I see where you're coming from because Cardiff do
Like
pull out
last
these results
week,
at home.
Last week, I was saying I've backed Cardiff at home so many times and they've let me down. I'm not doing it this time. And what happens to go and win?
Yeah, but they're like a relegation, team.
They're in that relegation
So it's
scrap.
like you can expect
Yeah.
them to be a bit.
But like, if you look at
West
the
Ham,
stats in this game,
But 2 goals and West Ham not to score?
with 70% possession.
take a look at the stats
It's
though.
ridiculous.
With 30%
Wow.
possession, Cardiff had 16 shots. With 70%, West Ham only had 9. How
What?
did that even happen?
yeah.
How does that even happen?
It's
probably
called
played in
counter-attacking
their
football,
half.
guys. That's the
It's
power
just
of counter-attacking football.
Sideways, backwards. That explains those stats. It would be sideways, backwards,
But
sideways,
West Ham-
backwards.
That's what I
West
mean
Ham
by-
aren't like a shy team
Mm.
that like will try to walk it in. They'll happily shoot from anywhere.
Yeah, but possession doesn't mean anything. Just
Can
because
you
you got
bring
like
up
80%
the
possession doesn't mean shit.
lineup for this? See who played for West Ham. Well, who's their striker on? Chicharito. Okay. Well, ever since they've lost that Arnautovic and who's that other forward they have? He's been
Is he injured?
injured?
Arnautovic is injured?
No. Arnautovic had that falling out, isn't he? Isn't he gone?
No, he's still there. He's still there.
he came on in this game.
There was talk of him leaving, but he
He
stayed.
came on in this
okay.
game.
Yeah, but I think there's
Probably
that.
against his will.
Tiff?
Yeah.
No, I don't
That's
think
probably
so.
why he's not starting.
He was unsettled when there was the rumors
Yeah,
about
because he was
going to
hoping
China.
to get
Yeah,
sold.
well,
but,
he
like, they
wanted to
never
go.
showed him.
But
But-
they said, no, you can't go.
I don't know. They need to play him though.
He
He's
did
their-
play.
he's their
He
best
played
player.
decent minutes too. He came on early.
But he came on for Anderson, bro. That's the problem.
He's their
Yeah.
best player.
Anderson's their best player.
Yeah, that's a
But
stupid
like-
sub.
He probably got injured, Carl. Anderson.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like they both should have been playing at the same
Maybe
time.
Arnautovic is coming back from an injury.
Really? Because I didn't like. Yeah, all right, possibly. Because I didn't hear of him getting injured.
So where do we see
You never know, I think
where do we
so.
see Cardiff now with that result? Like this is probably
Well, this
one
is-
of
Well,
the
they,
upsets.
they made it very interesting, that's for sure.
This is the upset of
Because they kept in touch with that.
well, they needed to win
I think they
because
get down
Southampton won.
I think Southampton will be okay.
We'll
And
move
I don't know,
on.
man. This is really
Burnley
tough.
lost to Liverpool, so
We'll move
It's
on to
very
the next
interesting.
one, so we don't. Huddersfield,
Huddersfield,
Bournemouth.
Bournemouth. Huddersfield at home.
Gone.
Losing
Huddersfield
2-0.
gone.
I think
I
this was
think-
already confirmed. Like,
I think
a
this
couple
is
of weeks
actually
ago.
one of the worst performances, effort-wise, I've seen from Huddersfield.
Yeah?
I don't know, man.
Like-
They
Has
dominated
they-
the possession.
Have they, could they get any lower? Are you
Like-
saying they've achieved that?
No,
That's crazy.
Like in terms of effort,
Because they're really bad.
like there's a difference between how good you are and your effort you put in.
They've probably
There
gone
were some
into
really poor
summer holidays
really,
already.
really poor like attempts.
They went
and
before the
effort.
season started.
They went on holidays in December and haven't come back.
And this is a Bournemouth team who are like out of form,
Yeah.
crap away from home.
Callum Wilson's goal was funny as well, the first one. It was like a cross and he just made it and then he kind of just chested it into the goal.
That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
He scored with his chest.
Yeah.
It's like
It's like he could have
Boom.
headed it, he could have kicked it, but he
right
chose
place,
No, I think
right time.
Chest is best option there.
Yeah, exactly. You don't need
It's the
to
biggest
like,
part of your body, so
Yeah. Kind of just like felt he ran into the ball though. Didn't really mean it kind of thing.
Yeah.
But he's a good player.
No, I
Callum.
think he
Yeah,
meant
that's what I'm
it.
thinking.
He
He's a good
decided
player,
to.
good enough to like
He's a
notice the
good player.
difference
He's a good
between
player.
like accidentally adjusting it and it's trying
And
to adjust
Bournemouth are a weird team as well. Like they can switch
It's
it on.
lately though. Before they were like
could
pretty
switch it on,
like
but
consistent.
they were pretty consistent before.
Yeah, it's
I
weird,
don't know
huh?
what's happened. Like they've become really
I
inconsistent
found out that Eddie Howe's a
away.
Everton fan, apparently.
Oh.
How'd you find
Sinan
this
used
out?
to compliment him never again.
Yeah. I found it on the forums.
Of course.
So
Where you get
maybe
your all your news from.
maybe that's why it's like a bit hit and miss with them. Because they're like Everton.
Yeah, yeah.
Like they mimic
I see.
manager.
Yeah.
Follow in his footsteps and funny old Everton.
What's the next game? Leicester Fulham.
Yeah, this is pretty much straightforward.
Rogers' first win, boys.
Yeah. If he didn't win this one, then he would have been fired by the end of the year.
No, I reckon he'll do okay
Yeah,
with
he'll
this
do okay next season.
Leicester team next season.
But he's
yeah.
got to keep Vardy happy, I feel.
Yeah, definitely.
If Vardy turns on you, your name's on the chopping block. It feels that way. Look how late they had to score to take the win, though, Leicester. 78, 86 minutes.
They were up
It was
at half time.
It was close, though, to that.
Well, I
last
feel like
stretch of the game.
this would have been a walkover.
I don't think
for
it was.
Fulham.
I think they put up a good fight. Fulham.
I think Leicester pretty much dominated this game.
Yeah, what are the stats, man?
It's
It's
close.
50-50.
It's close.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty
Possession's
close.
close. Although
but
the
like
shots,
look at the shots.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty
Exactly.
evenly matched.
Yeah, apart from the shots, it's pretty even.
But it all depends on how Rodgers sets Leicester up now with how they want to play. Because Leicester of old have always been
Counter-attack.
counter-attacking football.
Now they're going to be possession. Rogers loves a
Yeah,
possession.
so be interesting to see how that works out for them. Do they have the players for that?
That's the thing, you need players for possession
exactly.
football. You can't just
It's
get...
totally different to counter-attacking football.
Do you think he'll be
and
okay?
absorbing that
He's a
pressure.
good choice.
Well, it all depends on what the chairman gives him for
They'll
next
get money.
season.
They'll give him money.
Because they're an ambitious club. They're an ambitious club now after having a taste of the Premiership.
Yeah. They think they should bring it to the top 6.
They'll do all right.
Did you guys hear about like his home in Scotland getting broken into? There's a couple of...
Really?
His home in Glasgow
Yeah.
got broken into.
That's not nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
his medals stolen.
all his Celtic medals that he won, all got stolen.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a Celtic fan.
Yeah.
100%.
That one must have been really
That's how
pissed.
pissed off they are.
Is that all they took? Just this.
Just his medals.
That's not cool, but that's funny as shit, man.
But the thing is, the club can I reckon make more of it and just give it to them if they wanted to.
That's
Do
hilarious.
you reckon the club would do that?
No,
I reckon
I don't
if you
think
ask
they
for
would.
the
it,
club doesn't make
I
the
don't think
medals.
they would.
or like the Scottish League, they'll do it for him.
What did Rogers say? Did he say anything?
Nah, it's just like a news thing that like
He was
breaking
upset
news.
about it because
Yeah.
his wife and daughter still live up there.
Oh wow.
Oh wow, that's
not
pretty
cool, man.
That's pretty serious then.
Yeah. What the hell?
Yeah, but the intention wasn't to rob him.
Yeah, but still.
This is like
The intention wasn't to rob him,
The
but they
intention wasn't
got
to
robbed.
hurt them.
it's to hurt
What?
him at the heart.
What are you saying, dude?
It's to punish him for leaving.
I think you hit the nail on the head now. Yeah, okay, we'll accept that. Still,
Take it away, Paulie, with the next one.
crazy game this
What
What
a
one.
happened
game.
there, Paul?
Crazy game.
The
You were losing
the refs
this. You were
all
losing
need to be
this.
sacked.
Wow,
Every single
wow,
ref needs
wow.
to be sacked.
This is a
Settle
crazy
down.
game.
Go on,
Every single one.
take it
How
away.
the hell does Pickford not get sent off?
100%.
Yeah, that's a definite send off.
Ridiculous. Needs to be off.
There's a send off. That was it.
The guy lands, goes, crap.
It's, our old mate.
Rondon's running to my left. He just dives sideways and takes him out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's our old mate.
Pickford, man.
Old mate
The guy's a
Pickford.
joke. Honestly, the worst keeper in
And then
the
he
league.
sat there
Flappy
arguing
arms.
in the box for 5 minutes while everyone was arguing about how he didn't mean it and it was an accident and he was just going for the ball. It's
Doesn't matter.
the ball was 5 meters away.
But what I don't get is the linesman. He sees all of this. All he has to do is, hey man, that was actually
Even the
intentional.
ref sees it. The ref has a better view. The ref's front on.
The only reason he's not sent off is because he's England's number one keeper. Any other keeper in the league, they're off. 100%.
Yeah,
I honestly believe that.
yeah,
For sure.
exactly.
That's a it was like a tackle. It was like
Yeah, it's-
a tackle you see in rugby.
but they're gonna
Like
defend
it
him,
wasn't even going for the ball. He was going for the man, bringing him down at rugby tackle, man.
He didn't even get a yellow for it. or
Yeah, he
anything.
didn't even get a yellow.
Didn't get a yellow.
No.
Nothing.
Yeah, that was
That's
weird.
ridiculous. How does he not even get a yellow?
And Rondon isn't known for diving as well, so that was
Yeah,
another.
You
he's a
can't
tough-
dive
he's a
when
tough unit.
someone's
Yeah.
tackling you.
It's not a dive. It's absolutely not a dive.
No, but if it happened to Suarez or freaking Salah, the ref would have been yeah, would have yellow.
Right, and then he gets up and then he saves the penalty.
yeah.
That was
And then
such
the
a
kick
poor
after
pen.
that, the next kick, the goal kick, they score off it. So within a couple of minutes, they score.
Yeah.
So that's how they got their 2-0 lead.
How
And
can
then
you? How
Karma
can?
got him in the end.
How can he not get sent off? It's just the mind boggles, man. It's ridiculous. But the
Yeah.
refs in this league, they're all just poor.
I think in this game,
Very poor.
Rafa showed he's a top class manager, coach, whatever you want to call him. In the second half, he completely changed the system from being playing with 3 centre backs and 2 wing backs. He changed it to a back 4
Mm.
and changed the formation of midfield. And then that second half, I think we were the better team.
Yeah.
Mm.
Why do you need to go to this game to see Rafa? Genius. Just go to the Istanbul 2005 Champions League final, losing 3-0 to come back
How long ago was that?
to beat AC Milan, lift the trophy. That's
How
where
long?
you watch it.
How old was that though?
Well, do the maths. 2005, I said.
Go on, do it.
Was the footage in black and white?
Oh, nice one. But Newcastle scored an offside goal, buddy. What do you got to
Yeah,
say about that?
that's all
You
right.
were
That-
loving the refs then, eh?
Ah.
You were like,
Nah.
yeah, these are good refs then.
That's just as ridiculous.
Mm.
But still, they didn't deserve their goalkeeper on the field. They should have played 70 minutes of the game with 10 men.
No, but that's the
100%.
thing though. If the next guy, without him, they actually play better.
Honestly, with Pickford on the field, that's what allow you to win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're already playing with 10
I
men with
reckon-
Pickford
All you
on
have
the
to
field.
do to score a goal is shoot it at Pickford's
Honestly-
feet and it'll go in.
Look, every single
Or
just
he'll
watch
palm it to one of your players.
every single goal you score. Maybe not the first one, the other two, he goes underneath him and he fings the ball right into the striker's path, parries it straight into his path. So if he goes, maybe you don't win this game.
Yep, totally agree.
That's ridiculous.
So catch 22 there
So
for you.
Pickford is was playing for Newcastle.
Yep.
So you had a man advantage.
Good signing.
You played 12 against
12
10.
against 10.
And you're complaining about the refs, man.
Yeah.
So they had the ref on their team. We had the linesman on our team.
That was a weird game though. If you just was watching it, it's like, it's a fun game. But
It was good. Needed that win.
Newcastle safe, you think?
Are you prepared to say they're safe?
We're not going to get relegated. I told you guys. We went through the hard part. We're into the straightforward part of our season.
Yeah.
We got like Liverpool as our only hard game coming up.
How many home games do you have?
Oh, I don't know the number.
Because you play well at home.
Got 5 wins in a row at home.
Yeah.
First time since like 2003.
That's actually a really good form.
Your fans
That's
really push
crazy.
you, so that's the benefit. And that's what shows when your fans are backing your team and your manager.
Surely he goes.
Big difference.
Don't say that, Sinat. Surely Klopp goes.
Why would Klopp go?
Well, would Rafa go?
He's better than Newcastle.
Klopp's better than Liverpool.
Oh, he's right though. Klopp is better than Liverpool.
Come on, man.
He's like Real Madrid, Barca quality. And you know it.
So is Liverpool though. Right? But like, what's Rafa going to do? Fight relegation every season? Come on. Like
Exactly.
seriously.
He needs money though. Like
He's
he
not
can't
gonna fight
stand
relegation.
Newcastle. Sinat's
He's
right.
fighting relegation. Since he's been in Newcastle, he's been fighting relegation.
True, man. He's gone
He's
down
better
with them.
than that.
He needs money and he needs players. You can't just give him like
Look,
budget
I like
players.
Newcastle, don't
Last
get me
season,
wrong, but
we finished 10th. This season, we'll finish
10th.
Yeah,
11th,
with no.
12th,
Yep,
something like that.
But 10 and below is always fighting relegation.
You're pretty much doing what Roberto Martinez
But we're
did
like
with the
literally
Wigan.
1 or 2 players away from not being fighting relegation and being like 9th or 7th.
I don't know. Rafa is better than that.
But which club would he go to?
That's a good question. But
Would he go to Everton?
no, he won't go Everton.
Yeah, I wouldn't think it'd go.
It's the sidestep anyway. Newcastle, Everton, same thing.
He'll probably go to Southampton. Southampton's
Maybe-
a good shout.
Maybe
not gonna manage.
Spurs though.
What if-
Maybe.
What if we go with your theory, where
Chelsea.
I don't think he'll
Chelsea
manage
get
another team in
Nuno.
the Premier League.
Yeah.
and then
Why?
he goes to Wolves?
Ooh, that's actually would work. Nah, that's a sidestep again though.
It is.
I don't think he'll manage another team in the Premier League.
Why? He's managed Chelsea before.
If he's going to make that step up, I wouldn't.
What
think
about
so.
PSG?
Like, is he going to go to a top 6? Is any of the top 6 going to get him?
What about PSG?
Maybe a PSG.
That's a good
What
shout.
I think PSG is more looking for up and coming managers now.
I don't think.
I
The
think
only,
Nah, man.
I think they
I
want
think
the
they
Champions
proven.
League.
Yeah, they
the only
want Champions
thing.
League.
The only thing with PSG is, I don't know if ref is their style. Like, they
Yeah.
want some swashbuckling style where they just like win every game 6-0. That's not Rafa.
Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure, but we'll see. I just don't think if he doesn't bring players, then I think he'll go. I
Would
think
he,
so.
Would he go to like Real Madrid? I mean, would he go to like back to Liverpool if Klopp leaves? Like, would you guys take him back?
Klopp's not leaving, and
He's
He
gonna
wouldn't-
leave soon. Eventually.
he wouldn't go back to Liverpool.
Why can't he retire with Liverpool?
What do you mean?
Klopp.
Nah, I don't think
Managers
so.
have long careers.
Yeah,
He's not gonna stay there
he's
like
not like he's
30
like at
years.
Fergie's age. He's gonna go like another 20. I
What
don't think
I'm just saying, what happens if he does a Fergie?
Managers
Would
these
be
days
awesome.
don't do that.
Yeah, man.
What happens if he does?
If
They-
he does,
They don't do that.
fantastic.
But he's one of
Yeah.
those old school managers, I feel.
He's
I
not.
don't feel
As long as he's
Klopp-
successful,
He's
obviously.
not. He's definitely not because
I don't think he's going to
jumping
manage for long
around.
anyway.
The only thing is, I don't feel Klopp is the kind of person who could stay at a club that long because of his style.
I don't
His
think...
style is so intense and so high energy that like he has a burnout.
Yeah,
Mm.
true. Plus, but he even said he's not going to manage till like the age that Wenger and Ferguson did. He said
That's what
that.
he says now.
Yeah.
Nah, he won't.
No, he won't. I don't
He's-
think any manager will, other than the old ones now. The guys who are young now, they're not going to manage like for 50 years. Who's going to do that?
Yeah, because they
Yeah,
already got
I
the
don't
money
think they
now.
are. Oh, I don't
Look at
think
Conte,
he
he's
will.
already
Like, these managers
quit.
now, they're starting off in their 30s. They
30s,
ain't going
yeah.
to the 70s, like 40 solid years of management.
Mm.
Anyway, let's move on from that
Move
game.
on. Next game.
Southampton.
Ah.
Southampton.
This game.
Surprise package.
Ah.
What is that?
It's the same scores from like the last game. Valerie and Ward Prowse.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That Valerie goal was weird.
Yeah. It was.
So,
But that's like 4
So
defeats
for
in
your
a row.
predictions are starting
is
to
the train firmly off the tracks?
Yeah,
Bottle
Paul-
FC.
Paulie said this, but I still
Like
think they'll
Tottenham-
finish
What?
top 4.
You think they'll
What?
finish top 4?
I
You're
think
still
so.
backing them.
Yeah, I think so.
But the thing is,
I think they'll get the act together.
Who'll drop out then? out of
Look at
that
their
four?
last 4
Their
games.
form has been horrible though. Ever since
the next
Kane.
game is against Liverpool.
Ever since Kane.
And
Yeah,
there's and they'll be moving into
'Cause they
the
got
new
the FA
stadium
Cup.
soon, so there's no assurance that they'll win those games at home because to them it'll be an
away game.
away game.
And
Their
but
fans
true-
are still there. That's the only thing. But
they don't,
I feel
they
like
don't
once
cheer
they go
anyway.
to the new stadium, they're at a disadvantage
Yeah,
compared to Wembley.
yeah, because they've just been
They have to get
accustomed to
used to
that.
it again. Because I remember when they went to Wembley, they actually lost like the first couple of games.
Yeah, they
Then
couldn't.
They
They
slowly
couldn't
got
buy a
their
win.
rhythm in.
They couldn't buy a win at Wembley.
Yeah.
Their form was better away than it was at home.
Exactly. When
So
So you think
Same thing's gonna
Spurs is
happen
out?
again.
You reckon Spurs will drop out of the top 4? 100%.
yeah,
Like,
it's
I don't
looking
get-
like it.
Yeah, it's kind of.
I think I originally predicted
You did predict.
them
It's crazy how you
5th
predicted
and
this.
Arsenal 6th.
Mm.
I think they're going to finish 6th.
Tottenham.
Yeah.
You think? Who do you think is top 4 then?
I still believe Chelsea, Man United.
See, leave
Although
out.
Arsenal, like Saif, made a very compelling case. They have the easiest run home.
Yeah,
So-
but I was also talking to Sinan today. And I was just looking at that run home. Out of the 8 games, 5 of them are away.
yours.
And our away form is horrible.
Yeah, so Chelsea,
your
Man
home form
United.
is good enough.
I,
to,
I
like,
would
listen
have,
to you.
I would
Our
have
home form's
liked
one of the best
if Chelsea
It's
beat
probably
Wolves,
second
then I
to-
could
oh,
definitely
sorry,
just
probably
show
third.
you, like, look,
in the league.
Yeah.
Third best.
Let's go back to the game. We'll come back to this anyway. But
Great goal here
Southampton
from Ward Prowse
Yeah, man. 81st
to
minute winner.
win the game.
last 14 minutes they came back, but they were winning.
Yeah.
Pop down to the stats. Let's see what happened there. Well, you see Tottenham had most of the possession
yeah,
again.
They dominated all the stats pretty much.
yeah, but
But
even,
the
even the
clearances.
shots, they're not that different. Like-
Southampton just took their opportunities, and I think that's how they're setting themselves up against these.
Did you guys watch this game?
I only seen the highlights of this
Like-
game.
Tottenham played as dominant as they generally are against
Yep.
the bad teams, but their final third stuff was crap.
It's because of I read a stat. It's Ericsson. He's fallen off a cliff. He's got 1 goal and 1 assist in the last 9.
See, this is why you
Whereas
have.
the previous 9, he had 5 goals. 3 goals and 5 assists or something.
But this is why
That's
you have like
why-
other players in the same like position as him who are like just as
They've
good
got
as him.
Dele Alli injured as well.
He just came
Yeah.
back this game.
He played this game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like he's been injured for
Yeah.
So
ages.
you can't actually use him. But like you need competition in the team. Like without any transfers,
That's the thing.
The players become complacent and they
transfers.
just like cruise along
Yeah.
because they know like they think the top 4's in the bag and they just like kind of cruise along, but it's not. And they'll find it out the hard
You need
way.
injection, man. You
Exactly.
need that drive.
Exactly. That's
Like,
what the new
especially-
transfers give you.
I put
Yeah,
it down
but
to
when-
Poch.
When you don't have transfers available, surely you start looking at your academy players.
Yeah.
But if they're not
No,
good
but
enough,
it's down to Poch.
in what way?
Poch has to uphold a standard at training, and if they're dropping below it, he has to bring them back up.
Yeah, it's easier
Because
said
it's,
than
it's
done.
on the
though.
training ground that you have that competition. It's on the training ground where all that comes light to where that keeps players motivated.
Yeah, but
It's
if they're not
during
motivated,
games.
you usually like put them in the bench and get someone like else in there. But,
But it's,
they don't
it's
have that
not
option.
just motivation though. It's about like rotation where you can like change players and then they can keep
Do you
them
think?
fresh.
Do you think they're tired?
They
Played
could
too many
be.
games.
Could be.
You would know
Yeah.
because
They did have a midweek game as well where they had to travel to Germany.
Hmm.
So, fair point.
Yeah, definitely. The back of a.
Yeah, definitely. That's
You don't want to have an away game
this is
after an
all.
away
This
game
is
in
all
Europe.
part of why I originally believed they'd fall off the cliff.
You did
Because it's like it's the same 11. If they don't play that same 11, they're not as good.
they're not.
And then if they
Outside
keep
the
playing
11,
that
their
same
depth is
11,
bad.
they're going to have so many games.
Yeah, but you also know that you're going to be headed towards this. It's not like you've been given a transfer ban or anything like that. You know you've got a stadium coming, so
Yeah.
why not prepare your squad for that? Why
Flip.
not prepare your youth players to be able to cope 1 or 2 games here and there?
Their owner is like a great businessman, and he'll run his club as a great business, and that's all he thinks about. He's not making football decisions for the football.
No, it's
field.
not. And that's where Poch needs to come in and go, this is what needs to happen if you're not going to give me the transfer funds. I'm just going back to
Look, at the end of the
what
day,
we went through at Arsenal.
at the end of the day, their squad's not the issue for not beating Southampton. They have a way better squad than Southampton. So that's not the reason. The reason they lost to Southampton is because Southampton took their chances and they didn't. And that comes down to like...
Yeah, but we were talking about how tired they were and how there's no competition for places and you get complacent.
Yeah, but even their reserve players, like, they're good enough to beat Southampton.
Yeah, exactly.
No, man. Southampton have been playing really good. Their form's like really nice. If you look at the form, I think they only lost once in the last 5 games. That's like they're all like actually on a high right now. And like
Southampton are playing good, that's for sure.
It's their manager.
Table pubs.
it's like coming down soon.
Great form there, Carl.
I think it was someone else. 2 wins in the last 5 games. That's really good.
2 from the last 3.
Lost win.
I think they are playing like a lot better since they got their new manager. That's for sure.
Oh
Everyone
yeah,
knows that.
100%.
Yeah, big
100%.
improvement in that.
Who was the previous manager? Was it Hughes? Yeah.
Yeah,
Come
it
on,
was
man.
Mark Hughes. That guy was
Hughes was the
atrocious.
done.
It's
Like
a
anyone-
distant memory.
Anyone's gonna be better than him. Like,
I don't think he's ever going to
seriously.
get a job again in the
How do
Premier
you go
League.
from Man City to Southampton and you're getting sacked? Like you can't recover from that.
He went to Stoke in between.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wasn't he somewhere else? Yeah, he was Stoke.
Poor
Did
guy,
he get
can't catch a
Stoke
break.
relegated?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Why did Man City get him?
And then he almost got
They were
Southampton
desperate.
relegated.
Man City got him because he was an ex-United player, and they're like, look, we can get ex-United players to manage us.
Speaking of City, that's our next game.
Manchester
City 3,
the rigged ball.
Watford 1.
They were always gonna win.
That
though.
was
rigged,
one
doesn't
This
matter.
is
big
the other reason
bullshit
why the
call
refs
in
all need
this.
to be sacked.
Yeah, man. This is
But they're always
ridiculous,
gonna win this
dude.
though, because with Troy Deeney and Delafeu and then the bench. they're
Okay,
always
first of
gonna
all,
win
let's start there. He made 7 changes for this game.
it. Yeah,
You know why? He said we have a big FA Cup the following weekend.
Exactly.
A week away.
he knew he was gonna win though. I mean, like lose. So he's like, I'm gonna cut my losses.
That
Come
is
on,
not,
man.
Oh, that is not how you compete in this league.
How do you have that attitude, man? You make 7 changes.
You send the wrong
He actually
messages.
used the excuse of the FA Cup.
Yeah, he said we have a big FA Cup coming up.
Yeah,
FA Cup
That's
game
fine.
Send
coming
wrong
up.
messages to your support. Like even for your supporters.
Like, I get it.
You-
They're away
that's
to
the
Man
last
City.
thing
They're
you
going
want
to
to
lose
hear.
anyway.
If you're traveling away to this game, and you hear your manager say that, you'd be
Yeah.
pissed.
For
He
sure.
would be, yeah, 100%.
That's disrespecting the game, the league,
Yeah, definitely.
the fans.
But like, if you support a team, you kind of follow them all the way through. You can't just be selective.
It's ridiculous. But even Schalke even said this week they're gonna play their reserves
Yeah.
in the Champions League game.
But like,
Midweek.
you know how like you can't like you don't
Are
have the
they really?
luxury
Yeah.
of distributing your like eggs and all
Because
like
their
all
excuse
across the board.
is, what is this attitude against City now? Like, how does anyone expect to win anything against City if other teams and the opposition is gonna have this mindset? So they came out and said we're gonna play the reserves because we don't want the rest of the team having a psychological hit
Yeah, exactly.
for the rest of the campaign. Like, what the fuck's that, man? Come on, bro.
Yeah. Like if you're desperate for a win, then you play
It
your
could
A
be
squad.
like a psychological thing as well, a tactic,
It's not, man.
where they're doing that. You don't know until you see that team sheet tomorrow.
I don't
Like
think
playing
so.
mind games.
Nah, that's a bad way of playing mind games, man.
Man City aren't going to fall for that anyway. Pep's not going to be like, oh, cool, sweet guys, don't worry.
Yeah, it's just like ridiculous. Don't think it's ridiculous. Make 7 changes because you got a FA Cup game in a week, and then say because he goes, oh, the Schalke guys like, oh, we're gonna get defeated, and it's gonna be a heavy defeat probably because we're going away to City. We're gonna lose anyway, so we might as well rest our big players so they can go good in the league. It's like, come on, like,
Aren't they coming like 8th in the league or something?
I don't know, but it's just like so stupid.
They're not even
Psychological
in anything
damage.
in the league.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't affect you anyway, so don't worry about
What
that.
this did though,
This did, yes.
like 7
Yeah.
players, man. Come on.
But 8
and then,
games
like,
is like a long game. Like
46 minutes, you've defended well 0-0, and then the linesman decides, not the linesman, the referee gives City a gift, a lifeline. Like, you never know what happens after that point, right?
yeah, true.
Like,
Very
even
true.
people saying, oh, they would have got smashed anyway. Who gives a fuck? I didn't care if they... You don't know that.
Yeah,
You don't know that, man.
That's all hindsight.
You don't
Yeah,
know if they would have
you
got
never know.
smashed.
Man City are beatable.
But doesn't
It's not
they,
like
they
not
could have got a
beatable.
draw, whatever.
We
Yeah.
beat them.
Like you can't say, oh yeah, it's a bad call, but they would. No, it's not. That's just a bad call, right? And it was like clear. I don't even know why he's going to the linesman and arguing it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's weird.
I have no idea. You reckon there was a bit of
It was really, really
It
strange.
was so weird. He's been relegated to 4th official this week at this wanker.
he's a shit ref, man.
He's a bad
He's
ref,
a
man.
shit ref. I remember he refereed one of Arsenal's game at the Emirates. Oh my god, so many bad calls. Not one yellow card was given, and then there ended up being an injury. I can't remember who got injured. That's the only time he offered a yellow card.
It's ridiculous.
He's only just made his debut.
How much do these guys get
year.
paid?
I don't know, but it's too much.
Tons.
Yeah, I think it's tons.
It's
There must be
ridiculous,
a-
man.
The issue
The
is
refereeing.
they're not paid enough.
What?
They need to pay these guys like $1 million a season, and then you'll get people who actually know how to do the job applying,
No, you just put in VAR to take the pressure off him.
so that the guy sitting in VAR makes the wrong
Does
goal.
his job, yeah.
Do you think the VAR would have got the offside one wrong? Surely not, eh?
No, of course
We
not.
got it right.
Yeah, what are we going to
Sterling's one.
Mm.
Yeah.
No, there clearly
don't
is a
know.
problem for referees in the
If the
Premier League.
VAR if VAR said, "Hey, go check your screen," and the guy goes and checks the screen, it's the same as him walking over to the linesman. The linesman telling me it's
Nah.
offside.
But they're using memory.
I don't
though.
know what the
This is
linesman
different.
told him where
This is
He's
That's
kind of-
another thing.
where
they
it's
They
didn't
need to
gone.
explain
start telling
themselves
us what the hell
afterwards.
happened.
He came out and apologized.
Yeah, see, that's why.
And
Because
said what?
I fucked up.
yeah,
But
because if
what
he
did
sees
he
that on
say
camera,
happened?
I'll know.
I don't know, but he didn't say because it was a bad call.
Yeah,
But that's not
But-
enough.
Yeah,
what's
I
he gonna
agree.
do then?
But like,
Anyway, that's.
It's
I
like,
think
sorry,
that's
I'll take the
another
goal
topic
back.
we can talk about.
it's like ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
It's every week on this podcast we're talking about referees.
Yeah, it's a big problem.
It's a huge problem, man.
It's one of the main reasons why there wasn't a single referee in the World Cup from England.
Exactly.
That's how poor they are, and
Very poor.
FIFA recognizes how poor they are,
Yeah,
except for the FA.
yeah. What are you gonna
So
do?
there's got to be changes done. Like they need to revisit
That's all they're getting
their
paid.
entire staff. What's
They're
they
only getting
what are they
paid, like pennies. That's why this is.
Where's
crappy
this?
refs.
Where's this news coming from? Start.
That's low. I thought it would be more than that.
Yeah, that's really low. They must have a second job. They need
Like-
to.
How much do they spend? How much do they give to the clubs for like TV rights money every year?
Yeah.
Millions.
Like $100 million to every club type thing.
Not that much, but it's close for some clubs.
You reckon this will be like a full-time job?
Yeah, this is no.
Because you would like you
Yeah,
mention
they're all full-time jobs.
They're all full-time
Yeah.
jobs.
They're all full timers.
because you would need like a second job for that. If you're getting paid like 30K, you need a second job. That's probably why they work for
That's a basic retainer,
Abu
and then
Dhabi.
they'd get match fees as well on top of it.
Mm.
you reckon?
And-
Yeah, the way it's written,
Mm.
Oh, so it's not even their full.
it says
It
it
says
there.
they can earn up
It
to
says
70,000.
They get a match
Oh, that's
fee
fine,
of
man.
£1,000 per game, so they get another 30,
Well, that's
another
normal.
£40,000. But still, they're only at 100,000 then.
As much
still
as
nothing.
£120,000.
Yeah, like that's nothing.
Yeah, and all you do is work
There's
for
like-
like an hour and a half.
There's like some crappy player at Southampton earns in a week.
But like, if you guys had that opportunity to do this job, would you do it?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So they can't just say, "Oh, it's a shitty
Not
job."
for £120,000.
Yeah, it would. You wouldn't.
No.
Just to run
Come on,
around,
man.
decide the fate of Manchester
Exactly.
City
You
and
like
United.
all the big games too,
Yeah.
and decide who wins and
Oh,
loses.
hell yeah.
Exactly.
Revenge time.
Yeah, it's guaranteed money,
You'd
man.
never be allowed to support your
You
own
make
team though.
you make shit calls
What,
and
Mike
you
Dean
still
does it
have
all
a
the
job.
time.
Who else is the other guy that does it all the time? The bald
Howard
guy?
Webb,
Nah, yeah. He did
Mike
it too. Not the other one.
The other one.
the old guy who looks like a witch.
I can't remember. Anyway. Yeah, here we go. Not him. Yeah, him. What's his name?
Anthony Taylor.
Anthony Taylor, man.
Taylor.
See the
The guy lives like
Manchester
two Ks from like. He lives from like 2 Ks from like 6 Ks or whatever. I can't even talk.
2K for 6Ks.
Dude, what's going on? I'm so pissed off. 6 Ks from like the stadium of Old Trafford or the Etihad or something, and he gets to ref their games.
All right, shut up, bro. Let's move on
happens,
to the
bro.
next one. Let's talk about this
Come on, man.
Liverpool-Burnley
How
game.
do you win? It's like you got to
Liverpool
fight
Burnley.
teams and the officials,
Are you
bro.
still talking? Let's
Even
talk
this
about
game,
Liverpool-Burnley.
even the Liverpool-Burnley game, which we're
Another
moving on to,
ridiculous
the
refereeing
refereeing was horrible.
What happened? Tell us about it.
Even after the win, you're complaining? Jesus.
So Burnley's first goal, the guy was like climbing over Alisson, man,
It was a top finish.
dragging him down.
Top corner finish from a corner.
It was a horrible decision. So
Yeah, but
obviously-
you gotta protect your like keeper. You can't
he's
just have no
climbing
one
all
on
over him, man.
Yeah,
Over
but still-
Allison?
Yeah.
No, he wasn't touching Allison.
He
Yeah.
was.
Nah.
It was
He
like,
jumped on
he
Allison
jumped-
and you like put his arms on
his
Allison's
He
shoulders.
did what you would do to a normal player, but like a keeper
This
isn't
is
that
like-
special.
Do you remember a
If
few
you did
weeks
that to
ago
like
we
a
were
normal
talking
person,
about
fine.
the
No, it's a
Wolves'
free kick all
last
day.
minute goal against
Nah, man.
Newcastle, and I'm like, that's got to be
Oh,
a foul.
yeah.
And then this guy's like, no, the keeper's got to be
Yeah, yeah.
stronger.
But
He's
this was
using the
nothing
same
like
argument
that.
Again.
This was nothing like that.
It's similar.
No, it's not.
Watch it again.
This is like that Newcastle one
Which one?
where
No, this one's worse.
he should have punched it away. Instead, he tried to catch it.
Oh no, it was nothing like that.
Yeah, exactly.
No. What?
It was similar.
He's gonna try and
It's
Should've gone
similar
on
in
his
that
team.
the player jumps on top of him. That's it.
No.
No.
Wow.
trying to slyly come in there. He's like, I'm gonna get the sinner to support me.
He was trying to.
So why
he was
wasn't
trying to-
Allison strong enough?
Because it was being dragged down.
Dragged down?
And
What do you
then
mean?
Allison complains and he gets a yellow. And Pickford didn't even get a yellow for that freaking
Allison
tackle.
got a yellow for that? Really?
Yeah, for complaining.
Yeah, of course.
Come on, man.
Deserved it for letting the goal in.
Yeah. Well,
And then
he did go off.
Burnley's second goal, there was a free kick on Salah that should have been given. Not given. Burnley go to the other side and score. Ridiculous. But anyway, going back to my Liverpool, they played well in pockets, I felt. Did good. Like
where were you?
Lallana, I was dissing the lineup before the game. We all watched it together. And you guys will remember I was dissing him. I'm like, why is Lallana playing? He hasn't played in like
He had a
years.
blinder of a game.
He played excellent. He played really well, eh?
Yeah, he did.
Played good.
Especially that first goal you scored, or the second one.
Especially
It was
that tackle.
The second one, the
It was
tackle.
the second
the
one where he
tackle,
got that one that tackle.
The counter press that
Yeah.
he did. Slid
That
in
was a
there.
great finish by Mane, as
Mane,
well.
great finish.
Yeah.
Slotted it in.
Yeah, very nice.
Mane's leading goal scorer from open play.
Yeah, from open play. He's equal. He's equal.
So
if you
excluding
take penalties away.
Damn, that's crazy.
This came out of nowhere, man. Mane's this year, this calendar year, he's been out.
So if you
Best
took
player.
all your penalties, would he be the leading goal scorer?
If he scored them,
Yeah. Well, that's
I'm not sure how many penalties we've
he's
got.
only like 2 goals behind whoever's on top.
Yeah, 2 behind.
I think
crazy.
it's Aguero.
Yeah, I think it's Aguero.
So if Mane beats Salah, he'll be the next. He'll be the new talisman player for Liverpool.
He's always been important for us, though.
More important than Salah.
This year he has been.
Yeah.
When the
Salah's
going
gone
gets
Salah's gone quiet.
when the going gets tough, like it's
Salah
Mane that
disappears.
Mane is
Yeah,
the one
that's
that's
what I
always
noticed.
involved. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas Salah is like everything's got to be going right kind of thing. Although he did play well against Burnley.
Yeah, but it's Burnley.
Doesn't matter.
Did play a player who played well against the Fulham.
It's a good win. We're still a point behind.
What about
the,
that
City?
injury time goal? Did it give you a fright?
Yeah, man. That was the bullshit one where Salah should have been awarded a free kick.
That's when it was 3-1, yeah?
Yeah,
Or 3-2.
3-2.
It was 3-2.
And I was like, and then they came back and,
And
then they
then-
crossed it in, and Alisson
and
looked
then-
like he almost fumbled it.
Yeah,
That's
Remember?
right,
I was
yeah.
like, oh my god. I was,
Yeah.
losing my, I was like,
And then
Yeah.
off the, you guys scored off the goal kick
yeah,
in this game for the
Yeah.
last one.
the last one.
Oh, it was shocking.
No, Sturridge.
Yeah.
Remember Sturridge with the ball? It was a good assist by Sturridge.
Yeah, man, that's a good pass.
Yeah, it was. You found him really well.
And then
Around.
Mane beats the keeper, goes around.
should have passed to
Wins.
Salah.
Nah,
Nah.
No,
Salah-
man, you did the hard work.
Nah.
You put
When
that
you go
out
on for your
there.
hat trick,
He
you go
wasn't
for
going
goal.
for his hat trick.
no, it
I
wasn't
don't know why
hat-trick.
you said that.
It's a brace.
Oh, it was a brace.
2-2.
Okay.
2 for Mane, 2 for Firmino.
But he
Bobby.
missed like a sitter though. Remember the pass that came in? He hit the bar. It was like 2 meters away.
That wasn't a sitter though.
Oh,
This guy.
He slid
bro.
in. He slid.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he's sliding for
He
it.
slipped, but that was like easy. He actually made contact with the ball. It's not like he was reaching for it.
Quoting exactly what Sinan said on the night, he did everything he could, guys. He couldn't have done more than that.
He did. He
He
did
could have
everything.
scored.
But he slid in.
He could have scored, man.
It's not like he's
It's
standing there.
But
It's
it's not
open
like he
goal.
toe poked
It's not the
it.
Higuain.
It's
Remember what
very
Higuain-
close to the Buckle King
No
award.
way.
Very
no
close.
way. He slid in. He did everything he could.
So do you think Lukaku did everything he could?
But Lukaku didn't slide in. Like he was right there. He took a proper like shot, or like he tried to pass it in or whatever.
The outcome was the same.
Yeah. Trust me. He slides in like he can't do anything. He just gets there, money.
Nah, if you toe poke it, then you just get there.
Shut up,
When
Carl.
he
He
side
just
footed
gets
over the bar.
He
then
just
you-
got it. He just got it. But
What about the next game? Chelsea Wolves.
It was the wind.
let's keep going, Liverpool.
Actually, the
Fuck
wind
all
was
that.
pretty bad in that game.
See, it was hail.
Yeah, it was. Oh, what, it was
I
hail?
watched the replays and then the commentators like, man, this hail is crazy.
Why would you really watch the replay? Were you that like?
The highlights. And you guys were like, no, it's slow. And then pause like, does it even hail there? England.
That's
It's
a weird
hail, man.
Freaking like.
And then Stave's like, it's not hail. If it was hail, they would have called the game off. And I'm like, dude, that shit looks like hail. It's moving pretty quickly as well. It's not like snow falling, you know?
But there was snow too in that game.
It was hail.
There was like little like things flying
it was
around. It
hail.
wasn't like just freaking.
It was
bad.
hail.
That's what they call hail. In
It was a bad weather. It was
Yeah.
weird though.
in
Like,
England,
like-
in England,
It
that's
was
what they call
switching
hail.
between rain
They
and
ain't
hail.
seen real
Yeah.
hail.
it was switching between.
It's their blizzard.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on.
Let's move on to the dud Chelsea.
Oh, what
The
happened?
Chelsea and Wolves game.
Escaped. This is the great escape for
Not really.
Chelsea.
This is still
Yeah.
a bad result,
See
man.
Hazard's goal though. Cuts in, he drops the shoulder.
Are you happy with
Damn.
this result? Who cares about
Can't
the
be,
goal?
man.
Are you happy with this result?
Nah, we should have
Are
won
you
this
happy
game.
with this performance?
It's one of the games we had to win though.
Or
Yeah.
with those
You guys are
stats?
so lucky.
With those stats, you
To
should
get away
have
with that.
dominated.
Yeah.
Exactly. If you look at the stats speaks for themselves. Like we
Look at
actually
the amount
But
of
you guys did
touches,
nothing.
man.
I watched this game. You guys
1,000
did nothing.
touches.
exactly.
You guys did nothing
I told you
before that
possession
ball.
based
One-
football
1,000
doesn't get you
1,000
results.
If you broke
This
down,
game is always the same for Chelsea. These
if you
touches.
broke down 1,049 touches, it'd
Jorginho's got 500.
be 250 for Jorginho, another 250 for
Watch
David
him.
Luiz,
Watch him.
and
He does
another
nothing.
200 for like.
Exactly. But that's his
another
role though.
defense.
His
Alright,
role is
Mr.
just the
Stats
fulcrum
man.
of the freaking
It's
circle where he
ridiculous.
gets the ball right.
He's the quarterback, the one that throws it in the air, and then it's like hoofball.
He's a Xavi. He just passes the ball sideways.
It's the Xavi.
Just passes the ball sideways.
my god.
Why is he like what? Man,
That's his role though. You can't
watch him.
fault him.
So many times he grabbed the ball and then he went backwards to his centre back.
Exactly.
He turned on
But
it.
that's possession-based football. Like your thing is to play keep away. You got to make sure the other
I'm
player
telling you,
doesn't get
there
the
was
ball.
instances where Jorginho was touching the ball 10 times,
Exactly.
but like going nowhere. He was going in circles,
Exactly. But
and
that's
then he
what,
passed it back to centre back.
Yeah.
But what's the purpose
What's exactly of that? What's
It's to
exactly?
just keep
That is not
passing the ball
thoroughball.
around until you can see like a person making a run, and that's when you. Go
How
for
can
the
he keep
pass.
passing it around to see if there's a pass when he's got his head down and touching it 10 times in circles,
He's
going
looking
back and
around
passing
too.
it
It's
to?
not
No, he's
You
not.
you guys played so much better once he got subbed off.
Exactly.
You're moving forward with purpose once he got
There's
subbed
better
off.
players that do his role and actually like Fabregas. I would actually put Fabregas in that role because he does exactly what Jorginho
He's
does.
gone, isn't he, Fabregas?
Yeah,
He's gone.
It's at Monaco.
Yeah, he's at Monaco, but like he did exactly what he. But he was actually getting the assists as well. He was looking for people making the run, passing.
What
it,
about
but-
Higuain, bro? With that buckle. How
Yeah.
bad was that?
Yeah, man.
That was just right there.
Yeah, he shouldn't have
Right
missed that.
there.
Morata version 2.
Yeah, this is different though.
Man,
We
that
don't
number
actually own
9
him.
jersey of yours is cursed.
Huh?
That number 9 jersey of yours is cursed.
Cost-
Man, what do you
it's
mean?
the Costa.
Torres had that jersey and he won the Champions League with it.
Yeah, it was shit
It
too.
was bad.
And the Europa League. What are you guys on about?
He's saying it like I'm gonna get offended. I don't care.
You won the Champions League, bro. That's,
Most flukiest Champions League ever, man.
That's not cursed. Just this guy.
Well, how did he miss that chance,
I
man?
don't know,
Did you
man.
see
This
it?
guy.
Higuain the buckle,
Yeah.
right on the line, dude. All he has to do was like touch it. He doesn't
Yes.
even get a touch.
It's
It's
weird.
kind of like Mane's.
No, it was not Mane. Mane slid, dude. This guy was standing right there, right there.
Was it worse than Aguero's one? Where he missed against us?
Oh, that was bad too. Whereas one,
Yeah.
But that
They
was
happen.
they were smashing it that game, weren't
They
they?
happen. to
Nah,
the
that's
best of
back when it
players.
was like 0-0.
Mm.
But yeah.
Mm.
Van
Yeah,
Dijk.
see, touches. Wow, then
What's Van Dijk doing up there?
because that's how bossy is.
It's touches though. It's weird. They're probably half of them are headers.
Yeah. So you guys do the exact same thing we do. Rotate. You use Van
Van
Dijk as
Dijk's
your
a centre
fulcrum.
back, man.
Exactly. Why?
Jorginho's there to like create some shit.
Why is he the only Liverpool defender up there?
Azpilicueta's third, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
So
He's the and
So he's a
Rudiger. There you
and
go.
David
Top 5
Luiz is
Rudiger's in there as
seventh.
well.
and David
We
Luiz.
equally
there.
And
distribute the
Rudiger.
ball sideways.
They got
Mm.
all 4 of them that pass the ball around in the top 10.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
and Alonso in the top 10 too.
Yeah. Wow.
Who's the next Liverpool player? Robertson.
So we finally
That's
figured
it.
out what Sari ball is. Just touch the ball.
Exactly. Keep passing the ball until someone makes a run.
It's not, man. It's not, dude. It's not that.
It's
No,
hoofball.
no one knows. Bad result for Chelsea. That's not going to help them for the thing for top
Yeah. I reckon it's because of the whole transfer ban.
They needed that game.
Yeah.
4.
If they won that, they
Mm.
could have jumped up to third.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
A huge opportunity.
Ifs and buts, mate.
The next couple games are going to be
What was the
hard.
next game?
Next game's the big one.
Take
the
it away,
blockbuster.
Save.
The big one.
Go for it.
What about them Gunners, eh? Hey?
Lovely.
To you
Lovely.
United supporters. Shout
Thank
out
you.
to Mez. Shout out to Cumbis. Suck eggs. I know you watch. Brought an end to United's and Ollie's run.
Yeah, excellent.
Undefeated run.
All those United supporters that came out of the rock
Yes.
and climb back in. Thank you very much. See you
Ooh.
later.
I like this talk.
all the smack talk. Keep going.
So what happened? What happened to these United players? Apparently, they're gonna come and dance on the Emirates again.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Couldn't
I think
do it.
Odegaard was like
Nothing
warming up
happened.
to
Couldn't
like
do
do his moonwalk.
Few buckles in this game by their forwards. They
Yeah.
had their chances.
Yeah.
Oh
Lukaku.
yeah, man. Lukaku, he should have scored like at least 3. The misses that he had.
Like first 15, 20 minutes, we dominated. We looked really good moving forward.
Yep.
And when we missed those chances, that's when I was like, oh shit,
Yep.
it's not going to happen today. And then when they missed their chances, that's when I thought, okay, we're still in this. And then out of nowhere, Shaka scores this screamer.
Cracker.
Boom shakalaka.
Preach it, brother. And made De Gea look like an amateur,
Yeah.
to be honest.
Ron
Didn't know which way the ball was going.
Nah.
Nah.
And
He
even
steps
when
left.
He like dived left and the ball went right.
Yeah.
It's a really good knuckleball, man. He just like bang. It's like as soon as he moved.
Remember last week? Carl was like, it's a extra Valerie shot was even better because he beat the hair.
Yeah.
Not that hard to beat the hair.
The hand near post.
This is the other post.
You thought it was gonna go near post.
Overall, what did you think of the game?
I thought it wasn't like,
Were you on the edge?
yeah, I was definitely on the edge. You're always on the edge
With
when
United.
it's against United. It's one of those games that when I started watching Premier League, it was the game to watch.
It's because there's too much hatred.
It slowly lost that
Yeah.
because of how shit we've been going of late.
Yeah.
But then also
United's
it's very up and down as well. But they always bring their game when it comes to playing us. And I felt after the FA Cup loss at home, this was something we needed to put right.
it's better than the FA Cup.
And this was a big game for us, coming off a massive loss away in the Europa League.
Yeah.
And they had a massive win against PSG. So to win this game, it puts us into the top 4, but it brings us into that contention of fighting for that 4th spot where everyone was like, nah, they're out of it. They don't have a chance. Their run in the league is a lot easier than the rest. But our one. sorry.
Yeah.
If you pick at it, it's not really that easy if you go off our
Form.
away from home. Like our home form is one of the best in the league. We've only lost one game at home, and that was our first game against Manchester City. All the other games have been either a win or a draw against the top six. So a big difference that you see compared to last year and this year with Arsenal. There's a points difference of 12 points.
12 points,
I
yeah.
was actually looking at that during the week, like where the teams finished last year and where their current points are now. Like, for example, Liverpool is on like 73 points now. I think last year they finished with 75. Finished the season with 75.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh, wow.
These are highest points total ever at this point, ever in our history.
No way, really?
Yeah.
Really?
At this point.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
Well, then again, you've only lost how many games? One?
But that's how crazy it is to beat City right now. Like any other season, you'd probably win
And
it.
then like you look at Chelsea and Arsenal, 70 and 63. They're both pretty much there. Like they're not far off it. It's like 10 points.
I think Leicester won it with 78 points or something.
Yeah, that was one of the lowest.
Yeah.
So that's nuts, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very high points table.
Yeah.
It's crazy
To
to
win it.
think Liverpool were 25 points behind Man City last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big swing, man.
It's a huge.
Huge.
difference.
But that's honestly, that's two players.
Two
It's
players.
Van Dijk and Alisson.
Oh yeah.
That swung it to that degree. Because we were still scoring.
That's the only two players
They
you
were
guys
probably
needed.
scoring more
We were
last
probably
year, right?
scoring more last year, but it's just those two
That
players have
leaky
brought that
defense have been-
comfort
Yeah.
at the back, you know?
Mm. And it allows that confidence at the front for them to,
Of course.
go for it,
Yeah.
for those goals.
Plus, we've been a bit more conservative this season. We've been like keeping it tight, whereas last season we were just kind of going gun ho every game.
Yeah.
I think
So-
the result, Arsenal beating Man United,
It's big.
just keeps that top four race so
it,
interesting.
it does, man.
Yeah.
Like,
like
there are so
the
many.
last 8 games, whatever it is,
Yeah,
is
this
going to be so
this year's
interesting.
one has got so many different little sub stories and subplots. Like, you've got the title race, you've
Yep.
got the third and fourth positions, you've got that last Europa League spot to
Yep.
fight for as well as the relegation.
Yep.
Yeah.
So there's so many this
Just
year.
see, FA's licking their lips, man.
Yeah.
Sky Sports. Like, oh, yeah. Everyone's
Yeah,
going to
those ratings are going to go up.
But coming back to the game, that penalty, soft, eh?
Yeah, that's a soft penalty,
Yeah.
but you take it. It's
Of course, yeah.
I said it's justice. Like, you Man United supporters can complain all you want. It's justice. You got one in the Champions League, which wasn't a handball,
Yeah.
gifted to you,
Yep.
sucked in.
No, I was happy. It was good. And then Oba stepped up, scored
Yeah, he
Big
did.
balls.
Big
After
time.
missing,
Yep.
after
Yeah.
missing the
for
week
not missing,
before.
getting saved.
So Laka actually told him, it's like, nah, take it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then he's like, yep, no worries.
Yeah, it's
I'll
like
do
your
it
goal
for
doesn't
you.
matter. Even if you miss, we'll win 1-0. I was like, yeah, you're right. Push a
Lukaku,
goal.
man, I just remember these other chances that he had when Rashford put him through.
He
And
missed
took
a lot,
touch.
man.
He took
Man,
a
he
touch.
missed a lot,
It's
man.
crazy.
The one way he had to
Just
go
last
around,
week-
like around
Just
Leno.
last week we were talking about how Lukaku's found some form. And then this
Exactly,
game he
just
played
straight out the
horrible.
door. Like,
But
how
he's
does
always
that
been
happen?
a shit player against the big teams, I feel.
Yeah, exactly. That's his problem.
Yeah, he has had that
reckon
record.
the pressure
Even in
gets-
Everton, he
even
had
at
the same-
Everton.
Yeah.
Even at Everton, he was
Even
always
at
like
Everton, he was like this.
steamrolled the lower.
Yeah, he got
Teams,
most of his
but,
goals in like against shit teams. He
yeah.
just like goes around them easily and just
But he
shoots.
even didn't he get a decent goal against PSG?
Yeah, I was trying to think of if he did anything against PSG. Yeah, he scored
He
the first
did. He
one.
did.
It was
It was
a
a decent
first
goal.
goal. First goal against
Yeah.
PSG. I said big teams though, yeah? PSG's not a big team.
Ooh, not farmers leagues.
They're a plastic team. Just because they got some money doesn't mean they're a big team all of a sudden.
Ooh.
Farmers,
Mm.
Farmer League.
There better not be
Come on.
any French people watching this.
All right, so that's the wrap up for week 30.
Yeah, coming to the tail end of it now, boys.
Gonna be good.
So we'll pick out our Buckle King. What's your nomination,
It's
Paul?
two nominations for me. Anyway, you say Sadio Mane, I swear to God. Hey, come back next week, bro. That was not a buckle, dude.
we made the rule earlier in the season we can't give it to refs, say.
Yeah. Yeah. No refs.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, then otherwise we'll all
Otherwise
pick like
they
a
get
ref
it
from out to
every
like
week.
our
Every
game.
week you'd be a ref in the
Maybe
league.
next
can't
season we can
decide.
pick one.
I can't decide,
Ref
but it's got to be
buckle.
the
Yeah.
Higuain
Who
or
was it?
Lukaku.
Yeah, it's got to be that. It's the same. It's Higuain or Lukaku, the two of them, one of the two.
Really?
I
I
think
was going to go Pickford.
Oh, yeah.
For what?
No, but he didn't
The
get away. He
parry.
got away with it though.
That's
Yeah,
not as
man.
bad. That's not as bad.
The parry's
But he got away with
bad.
it. Though. It was pretty bad, but he got
For
away
a
with it.
goalkeeper to parry right back
think-
to your attackers.
I think just to say as a full-on a performance on its own
Yeah,
from
exactly.
0 to
A
9
whole
minutes.
round
Yeah, I gotta give it to
performance.
Pickford. too.
Pickford.
Yeah, I gotta go Pickford for this. The whole
Pickford.
performance.
Pickford.
That's just big time.
For the whole
Bucking.
Depends what
performance,
Paul
I'd
says.
give it to him.
What do you give it to?
No,
Paul?
you go for your own Buckle King.
It's like
We'll debate it if it's good enough or not.
All right, well then I'll stick with the Higuain or Lukaku, one of them.
Boo.
Mm.
Well, Lukaku, yeah, I might agree with
Yeah,
that.
Nah, I'll go with
Lukaku.
Lukaku's one where like he had to go around Leno to like score, and he buckled that so.
Nah,
bad.
man, that was good keeping
that was
from
good
Leno.
keeping, man.
That was good keeping from Leno.
You just chipping, man. It's
No,
gonna
that was
buck.
good keeping from Leno. If anything, it's the other one where he hits the post
Yeah, it's the post
Hmm.
one.
The
or the
post one.
The
crossbar.
first one.
Where he hits the crossbar.
That's
That's,
the
Yeah,
buckle.
True,
that's
but
the
like,
buckle.
yeah, right. I'll go with the first one then. Because I thought like the Leno one was like he could have done better. You know what I mean?
Leno made a good save there.
He did, but like it's not like Lukaku
Like,
was gonna.
he
like,
went to ground. Lukaku thought he was going to get the touch, but
Exactly.
he moved
I
away.
think
He
Leno
just-
is it right? Leno has the most saves this season.
No, no, man. We already said this.
No.
The top 4 teams don't get the good saves. The lower division where they
Yeah.
make like 9, 10 saves a game.
Yeah, it's not about
I
the
heard,
back.
I heard something
clean
from the
sheets.
commentator
Yeah, exactly.
say something about Leno leading.
Maybe against.
I haven't seen him do that many saves.
Maybe in his
for him
club.
to-
just between him and Czech.
between him and Mustafi.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God that guy didn't play, man. Oh my God.
Yeah, like
Oh, but he's gonna have to play against Rene because Socrates has got the red card.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Oof. Dicey.
Surely get rid of him in summer.
Yeah, man.
Surely. The
Horrible.
guy's just a liability, mate.
Yeah, but
So
you got
what-
so many liabilities.
So what's getting the
liabilities,
Buckle
though.
King
The
award?
Buckle King award for the week.
I'm saying Pickford because it was that
Yeah,
bad.
Pickford's gonna win because we got our own, so it'll be Pickford.
Yeah, Pickford.
Yes.
It's got to be.
Yeah, that was really
Pickford.
bad.
Pickford,
Sure.
you a buckle.
Mate, short arm Pickford, you are the Buckle King for this week. Congratulations.
What about goal of the week?
Let's do let's move on to goal of the week. It's only one winner for me.
Which
Who's
one?
yours?
Brighton.
Knockout.
Knockout. It's got to be.
It's a good goal.
And nothing beats it.
Yeah,
Don't even say the Newcastle one. Don't even go there, man.
That was
Honestly.
great goal by
Come
Ronaldo.
on, man.
I was noticing every week you pick like a Newcastle guy like goal. It's like doesn't matter
does.
how bad
He
it
does.
is. You always pick
The last
it.
time I picked a Newcastle goal was Scher's goal, and Scher's goal was awesome.
No, you picked it last week as well. And
No,
the
I
week
didn't.
before.
What's your one?
Yeah, I'll have to go with the Brighton goal.
Knockout. It's got to
Knockout,
knockout.
yeah.
That'd be knockout.
Although Shaka's one was close, I must say.
But knockout.
The
was-
swerve.
But yeah, knockout
What's your
is
one,
better.
Paulie?
Rondon's goal.
Rondon's goal, dude. Knockout wins there, boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Knockout.
Congratulations.
You're not winning much, but you won this one, mate.